Another edition of Pre-Market Prep at the close. Spencer Israel, Joel Elconin with you for the final 20 minutes of the week, at least in the regular session. Joel, what are your thoughts on the market today? How we do?
Thoughts are I should have been long this morning, but you did it. You dipped off the open. You made a new pre-market low. I talk about the pre-market highs and lows, and the way I like to use them, I usually like either to like go with them and say, okay, the pre-market lows here, smart buyers are there. I'm going to buy it, excuse me, at that level, or I look for oh man, it crashed through the pre-market low. We're going much lower. So today the pre-market guys got it right. Your pre-market low was 1075. They dipped it a little bit, but only to 0950, and they had subsequently had a nice rally. Took it up to 6350. No, correct that. 6350 is your regular Globex high. 5575, your intraday high. Just trying to close green here, but a really indecisive market here going into the last 20 minutes. We're red by just a little bit, so market's trying to close on a strong note here. Oil's the big boost today, folks. Up $1.69, hit 29.78. Everything's good in oil land, so that is good for your oil stocks. I haven't checked on those, but we can when Mr. Israel comes on. Gold, been that trading range 1700 to 1750. You hit 1761.20. Trading up 1270 now at 1753.60. Silver silver outperforming, up 85.9 cents at 17.015, up 5% versus 0.73%. But silver has been a laggard for quite some time on this rally. Bitcoin futures, they sniffed 10,000, got to 9,930, but no. Sellers came in, now trading down $305 at 9,240. Mr. Israel, how has your birthday day been?
Oh, it's been fine, Joel. I've just been sitting in the same place I've been sitting for most of the last 2 months, just looking at the market, trying to get a feel for things, looking at headlines, what's up, what's down. I
You
was
doing
caught by
any writing?
surprise.
You doing any writing?
Well, I mean that's actually what I do all day. Is
Does
writing any.
everyone know that Spencer's a very good writer for Benzinga?
Thank you, Joel. I
He might be
actually
the
these
second best writer there besides Wayne Dugan. And
well these days I'm more of an editor. I do a little bit of writing, but I do a lot more editing now.
you don't have to edit my stuff, do you?
No, I don't.
Oh, lucky you. Okay.
Uh, Joel, how about some of these moves today, like Aurora Cannabis, which did not stop going?
I saw that. And if I could only follow my own rules in that thing, and I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, if it takes out the pre-market high, you got to go with the flow. What can you check the short float on that? Because that's maybe what happened. Some people
You
got
know,
roasted on the
I
short side.
yeah,
Uh,
I
but
tried to look earlier.
yeah,
I didn't see like any like hard number on the
okay.
short on the percent of shares that are sold short. It's got a pretty small float, I believe. I'm seeing one source saying 18%, which is like isn't absurdly high or anything, or
So
19%.
this is just machines. This is machines talking to other machines saying we're buying Aurora Cannabis today. Open 835, hit 870, a gap up. Traders like Jeremy Newsom are looking at this and saying, people are trapped short. You open 835, you dip down to 780, you come back up through that open. I doubt if you had even bought at 835 if you would have taken any heat on that. So 12.5 million shares traded yesterday. They're going to trade 100 million in a day. So the machines running this one on the buy side, they're doing pretty darn good. They ran it up to 1188. That's kind of late in the day, so I don't know if we're going to get back up to that level. But if you're trading that one, which I don't, 1176 was your March high, and you got to 1188. So when stocks start to move in like big levels like this, go to your monthly, see where there's a monthly high, monthly low, and you have a better chance of catching it. exiting at that area than you would anything on a daily. Because if it's on a monthly, it's going to show up on a weekly. If it's on the weekly, it's going to show up on the daily. So sometimes you have to go to those monthly charts.
So 3:45 here, Joel. I've been having my eyes peeled, eyes glued to the Benzinga Pro newsfeed here, watching for 13Fs. We've already gotten a couple today. Nothing super interesting yet. Tiger Global reported a 4.2%, 4.2 million, 4.2 million share stake in Peloton. That was not a 13F, I believe. It was I think that was a Form 4. So we got a new Peloton stake today, and none of the big guns have really come out yet. With their
Okay.
starboard value is kind of a big gun, but Ackman, Icon, Soros, Tepper, Einhorn, Buffett have not come out yet.
Well, maybe. And what was that group? Tiger?
Maybe. Yeah, Tiger Global. Yeah. They're notable.
So what is their acronym in the pre-market prep chat? Because they've obviously been listening. Full disclosure, long Peloton. Been longer for quite some time. I'm not little scaredy cat like Dennis, who's like,
I'm being corrected in the news as chat. That was a 13F from Tiger Global.
It was a 13F. So, yeah. Okay. Whew. All right. I mean, you blasted to 49.68. That's a new all-time high. Probably wouldn't have guessed that, going in, and someone would be adding that stake, but they were adding that stake at a much lower price. We're going to have an all-time closing high today. They gave you a chance. If you're trading this from the bullish side and you're a day trader and you look at the 45.11 close, 45.17 close 2 days ago, 2 closes in the same area, that's a good level to me. Opened up 45 in the queue, tick 45.13, hit 49.68. It's hard to give resistance in a stock that's making new all-time highs, but I'm holding on. I'm not selling. I was thinking of doing the Peloton today, but ran out of time. I think I did it 4 other days this week. So I did. You ever seen one of those roller wheels? You ever seen one of those that you can work out? You can roll back and forth and puts a lot of pressure on your arms and stuff.
The ab rollers, those things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have one of those. I haven't used it for a while. It's collecting dust somewhere, but I do have one.
They're good, man. They're good.
They're tough.
Yeah, so I did that for about a half hour. No Peloton today, but I will on the weekend, and I'm dying to get back in the pool. I'm considering buying a wetsuit so I can hit the lakes here. CGC, let's do something for Mid. CGC, getting a pump on hopes of stimulus going through. I don't know.
CGC is running with Aurora today.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it has nothing to do. Yeah. There's your leader. I mean, that's the thing that, Dennis will talk about. Hey, you're trading pot stocks today. You put ACB. Let's say you don't want to trade the hot rod. You want to trade some of the secondaries. You put CGC on your radar. You look at this higher open. Same scenario. Didn't get quite to the close. Just missed it by 6 little cents. 1386 close, 1392 low, hit 1599. And if I had to bet a wooden nickel, I bet you Tilray's up today too, right? TLRY. Don't make me look bad, Tilray. Tilray, yep, trading in the green. What are some of the other hot pot stocks?
Chrono, CRON is a big one. You could even look at like STZ. They're not up as much, but they do have that stake in Cannabis growth. You could go to Scott's Miracle Grow, which is
that stock's really sprouted, huh?
What's the symbol on that?
SMG. Come on, Spencer.
SMG, thank you.
Hey, I will tell you, for you Constellation brand traders, this thing's a consolidation station here. Look at this thing. I don't know when they have earnings, but you got a roof in there. Look at that. Bumping up, bumping up, bumping up, not going down. Consolidation here. So I'm not sure when they report, but potential breakout a little bit farther away than I'd like. 168. So you are $8 off that. But man, major resistance. I'll call it 166 to 168 in Constellation brand. So keep an eye on that next time it reports.
Yeah, they already reported for the
They
last
did?
quarter. Yeah,
Okay, a
they
little bit of
they
a
were
fade then.
they were at the end of April. Speaking of breakouts, yeah, what about like Chipotle and Netflix and what else did I see today? Ring Central, Nvidia. These names just blast. I'll pull up Chipotle here. Blasting
I can't
off.
be long stocks like that to just go up every day. I mean, you got to short stocks like that. CMG, what did they report already? They did, didn't they?
Yeah. They've been out for a couple
People
weeks.
eating a lot of burritos. That's what I have to say. I ate there once. I didn't like the burritos. I mean, the stock's making a new all-time high. I'm not short, not long, just a strong move here. It's so hard to trade, $970 stocks. I mean, at this point, you got to think about 1,000, right? Why not? Why not go to 4 digits? Aramis, who always comes in and asks about stocks. Boom. Budweiser. Well,
Ooh,
I don't know. Are people drinking beer during the pandemic? It doesn't look like it.
yeah. Why
Uh,
wouldn't they be? I am. I'm not drinking Budweiser, but I'm drinking beer.
what kind of beer you drink?
I got some Guinness in the fridge right now.
Ooh, did you get a raise from Jason or something? Good deal.
No, we made our own beer bread, so I got some leftovers from that.
Okay. Let me give you. I know that you're that practically every person that puts a a, a issue in this chat is bullish, right? Because we got retail.
I don't know that.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't know that. I don't know
I
that.
would, yeah. Put it this way. I assume when you guys ask me and you girls ask me about a stock, you're looking to buy it and you're being bullish and you're being like Dennis and you're like buying the dip. So that's why Aramis asked this, and that's fine with that. 32. If you want to short something, let me know. 32.58 was the low of the move for Bud. Your high of the move was 50. And so what did I say? 32, 50, call it 33 to 50, 17-point move, right? 8.5. That takes you back to 41, 42. You're kind of below that 50% retracement there, but you're hanging in here. I don't mind this as a swing trade if you're looking perhaps at $40, willing to give yourself down to the low of the move, just kind of hanging here. Like it better here than I would have at 50. But and the other thing, a little bit concerning about this one is it really hasn't popped off that. I mean, a lot of stocks popped off the March lows. This did pop, probably commensurate on a percentage basis, but just not looking super sexy. Also, when did you make your all-time high in this stock? Early 2016. I mean, downtrend, prolonged downtrend, 80 to 32 during the crisis, and not even be able to sniff $60. So, it's a turnaround play, if you so please.
Here's a new issue for us. CCJ. This is an energy. This is a uranium play, if I am correct, though I may not be.
Do you know
CCJ.
Alan is the most persistent person in the YouTube chat?
No, I don't.
Alan Vergara. Like if you don't cover his stock, he'll look at that. He already did. I think he might be a computer. Look at he already asked to do it again. Right? Alan is a computer.
All right.
Alan, could you please confirm whether or not you're a computer? Thank you. This stock, what do they do, Spencer? I know I'm throwing you under the bus.
I just said it's energy. I believe it's uranium.
Uranium.
Yeah.
Okay. Big run. Major run in the issue from under $6 to $11. Looks like you're peeling back a little bit, nowhere near a 50% retracement. Got over 11. Did you get over 11? Yeah, you got to 1105. I think with this one, what I would look at over the next few days, you made a low at 974 on Thursday. You made a low at 979 today. You're not really bolting out of there, right? Potential double bottom, but it's not telling you that it wants to close over $10. So Maybe a little bit more work to do on the downside here. I'd lean on that 974. You're only, 6 cents away from there. So it's not showing you a ton of strength. Lower volume here, higher volume on the up days, lower volume on the down days. But if I hazard to guess, thing maybe has a little bit more work to do on the downside. You take out 974. You got another low at that area at 960. This is just a pesky stock. I'm not great with stocks with this, but 974, 970 area, you maybe get a peak at 940. That depends, but just slow mover coming off the high. Bad day yesterday, so you got some people stuck on this one. It's not going to race right back up to $11 because you got one. Well, you got a triple top, quad top. Let's make it a quintuple top at 11. So there's your major resistance. Don't break out till you break out over 11. Your closes have come down 1, 2, 3, 4. This is maybe close positive today. So that's the thing. But keeping an eye on 974. Spoos rallying into the close here. Crude knocking on the door $30. We're up 10 and a quarter. Missed the imbalances, but if I had to guess, I would say they were buying balances.
I'll tell you, I'm seeing a range of between 700 million to a billion on the buy side.
Yep.
So
you can see that pop.
Yep.
Closing strong here for the week. So 357. Time flies when you're having fun. What else do you want to cover, Spencer?
Well, I think this JCPenney chart is very interesting. Not that we've looked at this one for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years on this show, but JCPenney shares were halted today, and then they resumed, and they really didn't stop. Well, I guess they did stop going down, but they spiked really hard off of a simple headline. All they did was make an interest payment. They made a $7 interest payment that was due, due last week, and they halted the stock on this news, and it came out of the halt and it spiked higher. We never look at stocks that are this low priced on the show, but I just thought this action was super interesting. I mean, a dog is a dog, and it doesn't give you confidence, but it was just a really interesting reaction. It's up 20% today. Why? Because they made a $17 million interest payment. I mean,
if you're so inclined, because I know a lot of
but
there are people that make money on this stock, Spencer. I mean,
okay.
Trading 270 million shares today.
Yeah.
They're just old bots, and they're in there. I mean, this thing's in trades in what? Tenths, hundreds, thousands, 10,000ths of a penny, right? 4 decimal points. Am I right? 10, 100,000. I mean, so if you can come up with some kind of algorithm that can squeak out pennies and you got commission-free trading, I'll tell you right now, based on the charts, if I was trading this thing, I look at the low at 17 cents yesterday, went to 16.95 and popped up to 0.31. But there's ways to make money in these stocks. You got to have zero commissions. You got to do I'm not sure how much rebate trading is done out there, but there are ways. There are different ways to skin a cat. People making money in JCPenney today.
Sure. And Alan says he's a person. So Joel, there you go.
Okay. Sorry, Alan. I joke around a lot.
There's your. I think you offended him.
Pretty safe person.
He's in the chat. He said he's real. All right. Inside
Let's get him on the show next week.
Hey, listen. If you listen to the show, and you want to come on with us, email us premarket@benzinga.com. We tried to get some listeners on the show 6 or 8 months ago, and we thought we'd get a lot of interest, and we didn't get a ton of interest. But maybe if you're a new listener and you want to hop on, that's cool. We would love to hear from you. So email us premarket@benzinga.com, and that email goes to all of us. All right, we are at 4:00. The regular session is closed. Final tally for the S&P 500 for the
Good day.
Borderline unchanged, up 0.43%. Positive end to what looked like could have been a shaky week there for a minute there.
Yeah, but, exactly. A good day.
And
I would just say, like I have this memory where just numbers stick onto my head.
Yeah.
And we had the decline earlier in the week, and then JP came on. What day was that? Wednesday, or was that Thursday? when Jerome
That
Powell.
was that when that was when I want to say that was Wednesday.
Yeah.
Fauci was Tuesday. Fauci was Tuesday. Jerome was Wednesday, I think.
Yeah, and all the Bears were out, Tepper, Drunken Miller, and I I was on the hot mic broadcast, and I remember I was looking at the S&Ps, and they were 2870. And then the first statement out of Jerome Powell's mouth, they were at 2860. Boom, they hit it down. I can't remember. I don't know what the first statement was, but whatever. The street perceived it that way. We went down. We're closing almost 100 points off the low of the week. We're closing almost 100 points off the high of the week. So we're gonna have to find support in this area and get back up in that $2,900 area. But overall, market got hit. Oil certainly helped it out today, bringing back. So good day for the market. And Spencer, I want you to have one heck of a birthday. Enjoy yourself. And
Yeah. 1 year closer to 30. All right. Thanks to everyone who tuned in with us, tuned in to hang out with us here. Please remember all the information from this broadcast meant to be used as informational purposes, not for investing or trading advice. We'll be back with you Monday morning. In the meantime, everyone have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. And wherever you are, please stay safe.